A very good morning to all of you. Today is 11th November 2022 and let's see all the important facts of today's Hindu newspaper. So on the first page there was this mention of Maldives. Okay. So there was this news that 8 Indian workers feared dead in Maldives inferno. So from exam point of view we'll try to learn the geographical location of Maldives and what other important island nations are there near to India. So let's see. So here you can see that there is India and below that there is this group of island, and if you zoom it, so this is Maldives. Okay, and nearby Maldives there are certain other island you should remember. So here is Maldives, below is Diego Garcia, and this is basically a base station of United States. Below this there is Mauritius, Agalega Island. This has always been news. So Agalega Island, basically there is a MOU with Mauritius to build airstrip and docking facility. So you should remember about Agalega Islands. There is this Madagascar. There is this Assumptions Island, right? So there has been a MOU with Seychelles. Here is Seychelles Island, just on the left of Maldives. We have Seychelles. So why I'm telling you the location of these islands, because in the exam, in the prelims exam, they might ask you that arrange the following island from the north to south, or let's say from east to west. So you should know the locations of all the islands. All right. So this was all the important islands nearby India. You should take a screenshot of this and try to learn it. Moving on to second page. So in the second page there was not much any important news. The paper and newspaper are doing more of advertisement because of this recent elections between Gujarat, you know. So yeah, so there is one important case study. So in Madhya Pradesh, in Damoh district, what happened was there was a fight between two caste. One is Kurmi and other one is there is a Dalit caste. So what happened that there was a mass shooting in which three people got killed. So why I'm telling you to remember this article is because you can use it as a case study. You can use it as a case study in, let's say, in GS paper 1, be it Indian society, or in GS paper 2. Okay, depending on the nature of the question and what type of question should be there, so that you can use this particular case study whenever there is a question on caste system, or let's say caste disharmony in the society. All right, so you can use these type of case study because these are very popular one, and you can use this as an example to show that how caste system can be an evil also. Okay, we have created the caste system, but how caste system can be good or can be bad depending upon the situation. So you can quote this example. Okay, just note down this example and you can briefly read the first paragraph, what happened actually, and no need to go through the entire article. If you have time you can go, but there is no need from exam point of view. Okay, on the next page, yeah, there was this article in which there was mention of the this our dances. So there is a mention of Kuchipudi, Bharatnatyam. So what you can do it, you can read about all the dances which are there in India. Let's Kuchipudi, Bharatnatyam. All right. You can learn about Odissi, and what you have to learn in all these, you should try to learn about the important features of these dances. Okay. Uh, you can name also learn one or two names regarding all these dances, which are the famous people related to these particular dance sets. All right. So you can make a short notes and on this all the cultural dances of India. Then there's mention of Hindustani and Carnatic music. So it is related to your static part, again art and culture. You can read this. You can learn what are the basic difference between the Carnatic and Hindustani musics. Okay. So it can be asked in UPSC prelims. Previously it has been asked in 1 or 2 years. So they might ask in future also. Okay. Moving on. So there are more political news. Yeah. So there was this one news that ISRO's cryogenic engine, indigenously developed for LVM3, passes hot test. So there is a mention of this CE20 cryogenic engine. So what you have to do is first Google what is a cryogenic engine. Okay. And remember there is a mention of this Mahendragiri in Tamil Nadu. So let's see where is Mahendragiri. So we can see this is the this is the lower point of India's map. So here you can see this near Kanyakumari, this red dot. There is Mahendragiri. So basically, it is a hilly area in the Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu. Okay, it is a part of Western Ghats only. Clear? Here you can see in the map. So what is the important? The ISRO propulsion complex. Basically, it's a unit of ISRO where they launch vehicle and satellite systems, right? So it is situated in Mahendragiri. So from exam point of view, it becomes very important. Part of Western Ghats, located in Tamil Nadu, and ISRO's base is there. Propulsion unit is okay. So you have to learn all this thing. Clear? So just search Google what is a cryogenic engine. Okay, and that's it. These two facts you have to remember for this particular news. Moving on. Again, and on the editorial page, you have to read two articles. For this one is in this article, basically, it is mentioned that how the central agencies like Enforcement Directorate or CBI or let's say other central agencies are being used by the ruling party or the central government for meeting their political ends. Okay, they are not behaving in an independent manner and they are working more in a biased manner. So here there are some case studies regarding Maharashtra. Okay, so try to read this article and make a short note, quick note. You can note some examples, or let's say where the ED have been misusing his power, है ना? So you can try to note it down so that you can use this further in your answers. It can be used where in GS paper 2. All right, in center state relation, or let's say for the statutory bodies, there's a topic called statutory bodies. So there this question can be asked. Okay, so here there is mostly the focus is on ED, but you can also try to bring in CBI and how it has been misused in West Bengal and MP for political gains. Okay, then there's this very important news, content slot. So there is this public service broadcast is a good idea in a diverse country with myriad issue. So what is happening is that the Union Cabinet has laid down some norms on the contents. So basically, what they want is that these frequencies and this airwaves are basically public properties. So if you are using those frequencies and airwaves for broadcasting your things, so you should give at least 30 minutes of content for socially relevant issues. Okay, so let's say I'm a channel and I'm using these frequencies and sound waves or airwaves for broadcasting my content on television. But as we all know that these airwaves are public property, so it is my duty to give at least 30 minutes of some kind of broadcast which should contain a socially relevant issue. Okay, let's say you can see the NDTV. They are giving this 15 or 10 minutes clips where they are bringing some celebrities and they are talking on some social issues like regarding women's safety, women's development, these kind of things. So Union Cabinet has recently told to do things like that. And इससे होगा क्या? What would happen? और यहाँ पे कौन कौन सी थीम हो सकती है? It can include education, literacy, agriculture, rural development, and other social issues like family welfare. Okay, so this will bring what? This will bring awareness. Clear? And it was also previously mentioned in the 2008 recommendation of TRAI, that is Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. उसमें भी suggest किया गया था that you should give these kind of things. It will promote public awareness about all these relevant issues. Clear? So India is working more on the capitalist and socialist type of this thing. Not only they're giving the only the capitalist type of things where they are getting some gains, but they are also promoting the social awareness thing, because we all know that India is a socialist nation. Okay, but we are in terms of economy, we are more inclined on capitalist plus socialist mixed economy. There is a certain government intervention wherever it is required to control the entire capitalistic model. As you all know that we have, let's say, all the airlines privately controlled, but we have the Indian Railways, which is centrally controlled, government owned. Okay, so this is called a mixed type of economy. Clear? So these two articles you should know, read this content slot and this unlaundered truth. Okay, moving on. Again, there is this mention of this article behind the veneer of solemnity. So basically, we all know that the recently we have the 50th Chief Justice of India, Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud. So here there is a mention of the retirement of Supreme Court judges. So basically, it is related to your Lakshmikant Supreme Court chapter. So try to go and revise all the Supreme Court things: appointment of judges, removal of judges, the power of judges, and a power of Supreme Court. So try to go and learn all this thing. Clear? In this article, you can go and read some case studies if it is mentioned here, and what was their judgment. So if it is relevant for your exam, just note it down. Clear? So ये article पढ़ लेना. Next, again a political news, not so important. Yeah, so there was this news on PM to leave for Bali G20 summit on Monday. So G20 आपको पढ़ना है. What is G20? कौन-कौन से members हैं? Is India a member or not? What are its functions? ठीक है, तो इसके बारे में एक बार देख लेना. G20 की performance in the past 10 years कैसी रही है? Try to Google it also and note some points, pros and cons of G20. Okay. Then there was this news: human right defender must obey law of the land, says India at Human Right Council. So what is Human Right Council? HRC. इसको पढ़ना है. सॉलिसिटर जनरल कौन होता है? व्हाट आर इट्स पावर? ठीक है, इसके बारे में आपको ये 2 गूगल सर्च करने हैं एंड नोट ऑल द फैक्ट्स फ्रॉम प्रीलिम्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. ओके, so this was it for today's newspaper. These are the certain facts which you have to read from prelims point of view, and there were certain case studies and cases which we discussed, which you can use in your mains exam. I hope this has been clear, and okay, then I'll see you in the next session. Have a great day. Bye.